All right, so if you've been wanting to get a battery operated pump sprayer, this is what we're going to be doing today, checking out the LESCO 2-gallon handheld battery operated pump sprayer. Now you can get these at Lowe's or other brands do make the exact same thing like Scott's. So I'm going to put some of the links below if you want to check them out. They do help out the channel. And if you have any questions or comment, put them down below. Like I said, this one retails for about $89. You could pick it up at Lowe's. They do usually carry it in stock. And I reviewed a lot of the products out there that do have battery operated, like the Milwaukee or the Cobalt. And this is kind of like, for the price, it's not, it's just exactly what I was looking for. Now, one of the things I didn't want was the pump built into the bottle, and I like the fact that it's built into the handle. So it's a little bit easier to maneuver, and if you ever, years down the line, it goes bad on you, you could just put a regular manual on there and you're good to go. Like I say, it does come with a 1-year warranty. It's a 7.2 volt rechargeable battery. It does come with a charger. It does come with a shoulder strap. It does have a pressure release valve, and it does about 24 gallons with one charge, which is pretty nice. Maintains an internal pressure between 14 to 21 psi, and it is recommended for lawn and cleaning chemicals. It is not recommended for glue or chlorine or bleach or anything like that. That could void your 1-year warranty. So with that said, guys, let's get right to it. Don't forget to like and follow. All right, so let's go over the hose, which is a premium quality, reinforced, very flexible, so it's a little bit hard to kink. You do have your insert here, and you have a little O-ring there to get a nice tight seal. As far as the handle and the trigger goes, it feels excellent. It's a full-handed, not a thumb, one, so you do have a locking option, and you have a built-in filter to keep your nozzles nice and clean. Super easy to take apart and clean and put it back together. Everything has O-rings to maintain a nice tight seal. The hose feels fantastic, heavy duty, which I really like this. You have your charger, and this is your pump, which is built into the handle, which I like this option here. You do have a little cover for your charge port, and you have a little LED that basically on, off, and tells you about charging. You have some instructions here. I really like this option. This is the reason why I wanted to get this one here, because there's no chemicals going through your pump. Some of the other options, the chemicals go through the pump. If you let it sit there, sometimes they rust, they seize up. And this is easily replaceable. They do sell this separately, but in the future, if you don't want to get this anymore, you could buy just a regular pump, the manual pump, and keep on using your tank. So very, very nice. It comes with a shoulder strap, and this wand here has a protective stainless steel cover, which makes it nice and rigid. I really don't like the ones that the thin ones, that they're very, very flexible. You have a 45-degree removable adapter, and this is one of the tips that's included, brass tip with an adjustable option. I really like that, and it does have your little O-ring to get a nice tight seal. It does come with other tips. This one's also an adjustable one, plastic. You have your high volume, and you have your low volume. As far as the tank goes, it has this great little feature here for drips and to protect your tip. So you would put your wand in here, and then it will lock it right there, which is something that I really like. That easy to use. You lock it, and it protects your tip. Once you drop those tips on the floor a couple times, sometimes they don't spray the same anymore. So this is a great feature for the tank. It also gives you a little bit of volume on the bottom, make it more wide so it doesn't tip over. Super annoying when those little tanks is constantly tipping over. I don't know why they make them so round at the bottom, and they should make it the other way around. One of my pet peeves is that they never put the little letters on here, like this. So what I normally do is I get a permanent marker, I go over it, and then problem solved. So that way it's a little bit easier to see, where your levels are at. You do have the little, hooks right here on both sides for your shoulder strap, and this is your pressure release valve. Now, I've seen some issues with this style of valve. It's like a 2-part valve in there with some O-rings and springs. So, if you don't get pressure in your tank, take a look at these little valves. Sometimes they do go bad. So, that's one of the drawbacks between having this style of pressurized tank versus the regular pump that, sucks the liquid from the tank, so you don't need pressure. I did some checking on both options, and both have their pros and their cons. So it all depends which option you want. So like I said, in the future, if this pump goes bad and it goes out of warranty, which you have 1-year warranty, you could go ahead and just buy a regular manual pump to it, and use it that way. So you do have a wide mouth here for less splash, so easier to put your chemicals in there. Always remember to fill up your tank a quarter before you add any chemicals. Never add chemicals straight to your tank. So let's go ahead and put it together and see the pros and the cons. All right, let's go ahead and put the hose in. Now you do have a little, it's like a little slot here and here, and also on the actual tank that you're going to go ahead and align properly. Okay, push in a little bit, make sure the O-ring catches, and then you're going to push down and screw it in. All right, let's go ahead and put the wand in. There's no set position, so if you want the trigger on top or you want it on the bottom, or whichever way you want to, once you tighten it, then you can move it to whichever position you feel comfortable with, which I like that option. So if you like it like this, but I think this way feels a little bit better. So then you point it whichever way you want, and you're good to go. All right, let's see how loud the little pump is. All right, so we got about 70 decibels. That's not bad. All right, so now it has 1 gallon, so we're gonna see how long it takes to fill up. All right. All right, so we got 1 minute, 25 seconds for 1 gallon to fully pressurize. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and try it now at the 2 gallon mark, see how long it'll actually take to fill. All right, so at 2 gallons, 24 seconds, that's actually not that bad. With that said, let's go ahead and try it out outside and see how it sprays. See if the pump actually can keep up with the demand, to see if it is worth it versus the other type of pump. I'm gonna go ahead and weigh it with 2 gallons of water, see more or less how heavy it is. So let's see. All right, so we have 20 pounds, 11 ounces. All right, guys, so, as you can see, these are the adjustable tips. So you could pretty much, make it nice and misty to open and a long stream. So let's see how fine it actually sprays. This is actually perfect, very, very misty. If you want to make it a little more direction, or if you want to water your plants with it, you can see it's a lot more. And as you open, you get that long stream. If you want to go ahead and do the stream, how far that thing goes. Beautiful. And you want to get some chemicals up in the trees, scare some birds. And there's the pump kicked in. Still has the length. Probably about 15 feet or so. Perfect. All right. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and test the high volume. This one's not adjustable. It's just kind of like a flat. So if you want to put fertilizer on the lawn, covers a nice wide. All right, so the yellow is the low volume. See how it works. So it's not as wide, maybe about 12 inches wide. If you want to mist your flowers, just such a great sprayer. All right, guys, in conclusion, absolutely love the new sprayer. It does exactly what it intends to do. You know, I've been using it for the weeds, for the pest control for the last couple of weeks, and it's awesome. Now it does keep up with demand, you know, so I really like the fact that the actual pump is separate from, you know, the liquid, so that way you don't have any, you know, rust or anything like that, you know, when you're not using it in storage. So excellent for the price, $89 retail. Like I mentioned, there are other brands out there who actually, you know, have the same setup. So I'll put some of the links below if you want to pick one up. It does help out the channel, and if you have any questions or comments, well, you know what to do. Now it does have about 24 gallons on one charge. If you are going to be doing more than that, you know, then I would suggest getting yourself a backpack sprayer. They do also have them battery operated, and if you want to check those out. But for the use that I am going to be giving it, this is exactly what I've been looking for, and I absolutely love it. So you know, with that said, guys, don't forget to like and follow. So I'll see you on the next video.